in here. Watch. So I think we use this as learning. So what we got here? We got a little red candle going on here. Look at this. That's what you got. Got a little downtrend here, right? This was a 720. This is 722. Like 6 months ago. No, 12 months ago. All right. So what you got? You got some action going on here, right? You got a little red candle here. Got a little cross right there. Actually, not to be mean, but look at that. That up in 5 pips. We've been in the trade right now, right? We've been up here, but it's all cool. Let's see what you got.
Well, let me just point out that once again, it's caught in a trap. So look at the 15-minute and check out the trap.
All right, well, let's check out the trap. Debbie says check out the trap. Let's check the trap out. Feel like this is a good trap.
That's a total trap. It's
She's
got to break out. It's got to break out of there.
Okay, so let's see.
You got crazy resistance.
This was last. Remember, this happened last night. Remember that we called the trap out.
Yeah.
We didn't take the trap, but if it breaks out the trap, I'm taking this thing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nice trap, right? TJ on the 15. So hopefully everybody had a good day today. Whatever you did. Let's see what this trap. Yeah, we gotta break out the trap, man. If it breaks this trap out, we're taking it. It'd be nice if it broke the trap out and go to this Debbie level, right? Oh, well, that's 243 right there. That's your level right there, right? Wasn't it?
If you put the squeeze, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it did put a squeeze on this thing, man.
I don't want to.
So I'm on a 1 minute time frame right here.
Yeah, there's a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, and a 1 hour squeeze on this, as well as a daily and a weekly.
Okay.
So
It's
something
gonna
big's gonna
break.
happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay here until this breaks out. How about that? That might be till
Oh,
2
God.
We
o'clock
are
in the
not
morning.
missing this. We
It
are
might be
not missing this break.
Then what if it goes all the way to 2 a.m. in the morning? Like, damn, man. Fuck.
That'll be a hell of a squeeze.
So what time do you anticipate this breaking out? How many people got times on this thing?
That's the thing, you can never know.
Well, take a guess. We had to have fun, right? You gotta have fun with this crap, man. If you have fun with this crap, then you know you gotta do it. 11 p.m. Damn.
Dang.
Dang, that's a long time, man. I don't know if I can wait that long, man.
And it's kind
Actually,
of
it
like
might be
a
Is there
7
any
quicker than
news
that.
or anything today?
No,
Not a thing.
no reds.
Might be quicker than that. The ADX
Well, what
is
about
starting
yellow?
to
You see how
rise.
yellow photo affected it the other day?
I say
Yeah.
it'll break out in the next 90 minutes.
Remember that yellow folder we had the other day, and it didn't. No, it was a red folder. It didn't do anything. Remember that?
Yeah,
I
that
agree.
was
It's
that was
probably
odd
gonna do
news.
something in the next
That
90
right?
minutes between
Uh.
8 and 9.
Okay, so let's sit here and wait. We'll wait. I've got the trap here.
Okay, the ADX is starting to rise, so that's a sign momentum's kicking in.
Okay. Did anybody check the Debbie's good for checking the anybody check the currency meter? What are we looking at? Yeah, this is a major trap, man. Ooh, it's been trapping. It's been actually trapping for like 1, 2, 3, last like 5, 6 hours.
But
on
the
a 1 hour
pound
time
is
frame.
stronger than the yen on the currency meter at the moment.
My MT4 says it's red, but it's been chopped. It's been like what time is this? 1, 2, 3, 4,
From
5,
11
6, 7,
o'clock.
8. Right. It's been choppy as fuck. Like 11 o'clock today.
11 o'clock started this range. And it really, I mean, honestly, it's a tight range. Other than that one wick, it's a tight range.
You're right, yeah.
Which means it's gonna bust out.
It sure is.
It's been
catch
like
it.
7 hours. Because let's see what time it is. Oh yeah, it's like this was a good trade to get in the morning, but damn, this is really.
And it's like counting down for a rocket launch.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
So
it is.
we're in the
So-
countdown right now. We're just
all
waiting
right, so
to see, if there's gonna be a delay or not.
so the man gonna be
Or we're
here.
gonna launch at
Where-
8:39.
Where are we gonna put the man? And then on top of the breakout box right here.
Put the lady
way up
on
there.
top, the man on the bottom, and see who goes where first.
Oh, that's way up there. Box. I don't even know where Rollo's gonna be at, man. This is in the bottom of the box here, like this. How many pips is that between the man and the lady? Probably not that much. Like, damn, that's a 12-pip box right there, dog.
Actually,
Oh,
it's an
wow.
18 pip box. It's eight. I got
Oh.
18.
Yeah, man, you could just trade this junk right here if you want to. Just be in and out of profit.
Although, you know what?
I
Take
wouldn't
a
do
look.
that.
Okay, take a look at the FVG that's directly under the range, that ranging crap on the 15-minute.
This here, down here, this.
On the fifth. No. Go up a little. Go to the
What do you
bottom,
mean?
top, right below your box, just below the box you drew around the box of doom. There's a little gap right there, but no, go up a little, go up a little more. No, your cursor. Put your cursor
Oh, hold on.
right there. Go down a little. Take your cursor down a hair.
I mean, this.
Up. Right there, right in that little area. There's a gap.
Take this off.
If you hit the, I don't mind.
Stretch your candles right there. And let me show you something. Right there, just previous to that wick sticking down. See the red wick? No,
This one?
go to the right, go to the right. There, now go to the left of that, but to the right, that bullish engulfing candle right there.
This one
See the
here.
bullish- No, to the left. Go to the left. Do you see the bullish engulfer? Right there. Ah, go back to the right. 3 candles to the right. 3 more. 2 more.
This one.
Yes. Yes.
What do you mean this one down here then? I mean this.
Yeah. Above it. Go above the order block in where the gap is. That's the net. That's an FVG.
Uh,
Hang on, I'm gonna mark mine.
I have a bearish signal on the
I know,
1 minute.
that's right. Right, I do too.
Mhm.
See? Right, see that?
Yep.
Right. Very signal right here. See? Yep, you do. Right. I'm looking at right one over here. Right there. Okay, there it is. Yep, 5 minutes. This is bearish signal on the 5 and the 1. See, this is right here. This is a 5-minute time frame right here. This is a perfect setup right here. Right here.
Are we in
Um,
or no? Because I just went in. I thought that you were giving a signal.
well, I'm saying this is a nice signal right here. This is a nice sell here. See,
I went in.
this is a nice. It's crossing right here.
Yeah, and JPY basket's going up,
Yeah,
which means
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
take a sell.
JPY is bullish. Yeah,
Yep.
JPY is bullish.
So, yeah,
Right. So I'm
yeah.
gonna jump in for the sell right now. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna jump on the sell. So let's see what happens.
This ain't the big move yet because it's only 7:37. So the big move will be like in another 50 minutes.
Yeah, but this is a nice. This is a
Yeah,
nice
I
price
don't
pattern
think it's
here,
the big
man.
move either.
This is a nice price action right here. This little looks like it's 1, 2, 3, and this is pushing up. So let's see. And I got red on all time frames except for the H1 and week 1, and on my FT4 it looks like it's bearish. Yeah, I got a little bearish signal here. So let's see what happens.
Which is what we want. And
Yeah.
JPY basket's going up and all the other
Yeah.
time frames are going down and
Right,
right,
right.
sell. That's perfect.
Right, that's perfect. Right. So I jumped in the sell here. So let's see what happens.
I sent you the chart in your Telegram just so you could see what I was pointing to.
Let's see. Depending on broker, I'm stuck at -2. So let's see. Plus it's 22 minutes to 8 o'clock. So this might be a nice little run to 8 o'clock, right? Let's see.
Yeah, I think the big run's gonna be at the 8:30 candle. 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Well. Oh wait, that's not bad. Let's see.
If it breaks clean out of that trap zone, you know it's gonna keep falling.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. See what we get here. This is definitely a downtrend. Oh, look, breaking the trap a little bit. There it is. Breaking the trap. Oh, there it is. Breaking the trap. Breaking the trap. I'm at 0. I'm at 0. It's better than -1, right? 0. 0. -1, 0. I ain't got -1, 0, right? -1, 0. -1, 0. Okay, now it's rejecting on this level here. Let's see. Okay, broke the trap. Let's see.
It didn't break the trap yet.
It's closing below it right now. This one did, but this candle here is maybe. It's fluctuating between -1 and 0, -2. This is it's trying to break a. It's trying to break a 200 on my Nifty 4. No, a 50 actually. Let's see.
So funny. Look what it looks like on the 1 hour.
Okay, let's see if this candle closes below the trap on the 1 minute time frame. It did. There it is. Still at 0. -0. I didn't know you could be -0. This self-segment printed at here on the 4th candle, 7:33. So a little late to the game, but let's see. Let's see if it rewards us in the 0. Oh, +2. Ooh, look at that. Struggling, man. +2
There we go.
and +1. +1.
It's having a hard time with this level.
Okay, Lucretia would be happy. She would be proud of us because we took on the beast. I said, forget that. We're going to. This is the Lucretia method, or whoever does a 1 minute time frame. 1, 0. Look, we're clearly candle on the 5 minute time frame. I think it's looking good. We're definitely gonna catch a move up. We might catch 2 moves. Let's see. At 1. At only 10 pips. All right, 1. Struggling, man. 10 pips. Let's go. Would I put my 163, 143? Is the price I got in at, right? Less 100 less than what Debbie said here, right? Right. Let's see. On 1 now, 0. This might be a pullback lead because you had all this action down here. So I mean, -1, 0. That's okay. That's not too bad. We could probably get the. See what this does. So like moving up a little bit, right? It's really on the 50. This really. Let's see. Having a hard time breaking a 50. But this is 200, right? 13, 200. Yes, we're having a hard time breaking a 50. See, coming back to retest that, right? Let's see. So we had that little reverse there. Let's see here. That's 5 minute time frame. H1 is still red and green. See that long stem up there? This was a move down here. So that was this was a nice little sell here. Even though we didn't get it, we got in a little late. This is nice price action right here. See, higher high, cross right there. It's perfect price action right there. That's a good move for 10 pips right there, right here. Okay, right in here, 721 right there. Boom. This would have been damn near 10 pips right there. Squeeze that bitch out. Look at that. That's cool though. Okay, so if I get price action that says high or low here, right? And the things cross up, we're taking a buy. Okay, we're still good. Let's see. At -2 right now. -1. It's been between -2, -1, and 0. Got to 2. So we're struggling to get a 10, but we'll see a move. Still 16 minutes to go. And I got a little red here. It's playing on this little level down here. This little bottom of this box. Let's see. Yep, grab 10 pips and get out, man. That's it.
Been playing at that level all day.
Well, let's just sit here and just chill for a second. So -2, -1, -2, -1, -2, -1, -3. Oh, that's not good. Oh, back to -2 again. -3.
That
Let's see.
small play fired off the 1 minute squeeze, Jay. We still got
Yeah.
all the other ones.
There's an FVG right there, 1 minute time frame that is rejecting on. See that? From that little
Yeah.
downtrend. -3. And starting to get some bullish action here a little bit. See?
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you trade in a trap, you know? You get chopped.
Yeah,
And
let's
as you
see.
get in one way, it goes the other.
Yep, that's true. Let's see what happens. It's just stuck right here. I'm okay if it's between -3 and +2. It just starts shoot up past 10, and then you gotta realize that you're on the other side of the trade.
Hey, John, when you say -2 and can you point to me what you're talking about?
This to that.
Yes.
This is this challenge thing I was using for the other group.
Okay.
See, -5, see, -4. This is a 200. 13 is 50, so it couldn't close but 50. Let's see one
Oh.
time frame.
Interesting.
See that? That's 1 minute time frame. So this is the 50. This is the 200. There's 800 on the 1 minute time frame. So it's having some persistence up here. So just a little bull run here on the 1 minute time frame. This figures out pips for you, so I don't waste time doing that. I don't have time to be figuring out how many pips I'm on, whatever else. That does that for me. What's this here? So this is a little bit of rule here. See, there's a little buy here. See, it crossed up. So now -5 pips now. See, let's see what happens here. It's still this trap though. See, that's the thing. You probably make the trap a little bit more than that, right?
Well, you want to put it below the junk. All the,
Oh,
you know.
there's a lot of junk down here.
Yeah. That's why I sent you my, did you see what I was pointing to?
You actually could trade in the junk if you wanted to. You could trade in the junk.
You could. At the top of the jump, you go to the bottom.
Somebody says they have a buy limit at 163.8.
Hello, question. I just came in. Are we looking for buys or sells?
We're trying to get out of the trap.
Okay.
I tried
Gotcha.
to take a buy, a sell, but then this happens. See, the low happens. So then that negates it. So that's not, that negates it. Once you had this low here, then this was another ride up to the upside. Let's see here. See, struggling to get 6 pips up there. See, so struggling to get
Mhm.
7 pips up this way too. So you could have rolled this and this. So those are 2 viable moves. The sell that we got into too late. You know,
Mhm.
I was looking at this whole move and it was too late. And it should have been up here someplace. So this is lower low here, right? And
Mhm.
it's trying to get 10 pips. 10 pips is right here. See, and now there you go. You got it right there. Boom. See, not really, but it's working on it. But once this lower low hit, this buy printed and this, so this candle here is FVG, so it bounced off here. So you literally could get in here, but then it might be too late because you're coming up to this part because this is a tight trap. So you're tight in that area.
Mhm.
So this is what happens when you try to trade in junk.
What caused it to make that big move though?
I don't know.
That's why I was asking if there was news, because that looks like
No
a
news.
news move.
So
There's no news.
price compression, when it lasts too long, creates those squeezes for the short term. And that's what that 1 minute explosion was, just to get out of that. So it's either a mix of too much buying or too much selling that creates that compression in the systems, if you want to say.
Yeah, see, you can trade the junk because you would have had this. So this would have been like a great scalp here and then get out down here and then get in here. This is still what 10 pips maybe. Because once the higher high prints appeared, and it's basically it could be a short downtrend until it goes the other way, but I mean, I only got 3 pips off that before it started to turn. Let's see. Again, you have to be precision. This is precision timing, man, on this thing. But again, this was the first move that we had. So the second move this was not a bad move. Here, from here to here, nice stem. That's about 9 pips. That's about 10 pips. So it gave you 10 pips, not actual 10 pips, but close to it, right?
You got close to 10 pips on that sell?
No, I came in too late. I got like 3, and then I had to. Then it started to turn on me because I came in too late.
Gotcha.
So here's the thing here, right? So that's the stem right here. So there's 3 candles in. So here was way too late to the party. I was in like, I waited 5 candles. So here's 3 candles here, and this is turning around. This is going down here this way. This is not doing nothing here. This is not doing nothing here. So just imagine if you had a 5 pip challenge, you get it all day long. I do think a move's gonna come around 8 o'clock, 8:30.
8 o'clock, it'll definitely do something. That's exactly the time that candle rocked last night too, 8 o'clock.
So you get a high print up here on the 5-minute time frame. Frozen, screen froze. Uh-oh. Oh boy.
There's gonna be a big move on either the 8 o'clock, 8:30, or 9 o'clock
Wow.
candle still, I'm telling you.
John froze.
As soon as this is acting up, bro.
You have your Telegram open?
Let's see. Yeah. A lot of bandwidth. I don't like all this. That's DXY. Why not DXY over here, man? Get out of here with that crap. All right, what you got here? See, lower high print up here. See? I was gone in no man's land. Let's see. I have to run this Zoom on another computer. Peter's hitting his last leg. Oh, wow, this is a beautiful trap, man. This is just trappy as.
Trappy or trap?
It's consolidation. That's how you know it's a trap. This is consolidation. Look how messy this is. All them long wicks going side to side, doing nothing. This is what they tell you to stay out of the market. Wow, that's a beautiful trap there, man. But you can find some little move on the 1 minute time frame though.
Yep.
For like a 15-minute, 30-minute FEG within the liquidity zone to the upside or downside, that would give us like a 100 pip move type thing.
Oh, well, yeah, well, then that'd be great. That'd be we've seen some trades that we could have taken on these last couple of calls. You've seen them manifest and from your terminal. This right here, straight consolidation right here, man. Look at this right here, straight consolidation right there, man. Oof. That's terrible. But 7 to 9 is the move though, right? 7 to 8, 7 to 9. We're gonna catch it, and then the people will be happy. See, this is the continuation of this move here. See, this is an ugly box, man. This might be the worst box I've seen today. There's moves here, right up in here.
There it goes. It's starting to pop. Let's see if it'll pop out.
I've got a
Got to break that 20, like 24.
this would have been 10
25.
pips here. From here to here would have been 10 pips. See, max. It's not even out the box either. So it gave you. So what have we noticed? From 7 to 8, you can get 10 pips. That happened yesterday.
Four minutes. Let's see what happens.
So here's that 8:30 move. It's taking off.
This is a nice move here. This is FEG here, validated right there. See. Green on all levels except for M30. And see, now that'd have been a nice trap because now it's reversing again down. See, you could be salty because 740 was a move, and this was a move at 723.
But at those hours, it's not a clear move. It really isn't. If Asian is just waking up, it's just opening.
It really wants to make a move, but it's dying.
Two minutes to wait though.
Oh yeah, I saw your chart here, man. Talk about consolidation, boy. Ooh. Consolidation king. What's this here? Yeah, it would be nice if it broke out this box here, because this was a nice move here. There it is. Damn. Damn. Was that news? That was 8 o'clock candle. The pump at 8 o'clock.
That was perfect. Did you enter as it broke out?
Yeah, GJ likes to go one way or the other between 8 and 9.
It just wiped the
Uh,
liquidity zone too.
Yeah, it just
So
yeah,
it would.
I didn't enter because it's just that's a crazy candle, man.
Yeah, it was.
Look at this, man. Look at this candle. What if you'd entered here and you'd got burned? But this might be a nice move to the downside though. Let's see.
No, it's still going
not
up. You
feeling
got a
the
golden
down.
FEG.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
it's gotta
feeling
break
the
something.
downside.
You got a golden FEG on the 1 minute, Jay. What the liquidity zone is trying to wipe with the JP. Oh shit, the basket just fell.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but this is still a choppy market though, man.
And still in the trap.
Yeah, this is tricky. Somebody said they're in the buy.
Yeah.
If he was in the buy from down here, it ain't even good, depending where you got in at. I can trade this here. This is really a nasty market, man. That's a really nasty market there, boy. You'd have to be really on something to take this buy up here. Would have been a nice little buy though. It's just how it's wicking on that. It's wicking at the top of this box there. Yeah, it's just a mess. This is a choppy market. Most people wouldn't even be trying to trade this junk. It's just so choppy, man. You have to get it in like right down here to get 10 pips. If you get in somewhere in the middle, you're gonna be screwed.
If you look
Yeah.
on the 1 hour, it's above all the EMAs. Definitely above the 50. On the 15, it's above the 50.
There's gotta be, I'm looking for market internals that run after hours. There's gotta be something like that out there.
Create it.
I don't know about that. There's gotta be a market internals that runs after hours that could help with this.
I took a buy on at 163.17.
Debbie, where are you gonna ride this to the 600?
I was kind of going for the minimum 10 pips, and if it keeps going, I'm staying.
Yeah, it's just
I
not
have a
looking
level
nice.
marked at, I have my level marked at the top of the wick on the 1 hour, which
It's
is,
green. It's green. I
um,
jumped in for a buy too.
163.684.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah, we're seeing the same thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna get out to 315 just to because of that FEG on the 15-minute there. It's making me a little nervous.
Mm-hmm. I see it.
This is really crazy, man.
Well, we got that whole wick on the 15 that goes to 36.
Damn, this is crazy, man.
Oh, nasty.
Jay, you don't have the volatility candles on, do you?
No.
What are those? The Renko?
No, this.
No, it's Dynapro stuff. It tells you basically crazy momentum and volatility if you just kind of hover over it.
On a candle? Each candle?
Yeah.
says it? Huh.
So when the volatility is really high, there's more chance the FVG is not gonna hold, so it's gonna pass through.
Oh, this is a choppy market. I jumped in for a buy. It's choppy as fuck, man.
Yep.
This is just terrible. That's why I
But
don't
it-
trade in chops. Okay.
Yep. But it is, like I said, it is above the 50 EMA on all the time frames. I think it's going to reach for those highs.
Yeah, even if you look at the 4-hour or daily, I'm sure we're going up. GPI
Yeah.
pairs.
Like retracement.
Travel, I'm
Okay.
assuming you're talking about the 200 on the 4-hour as well.
What time is this? This would have been
Oh,
the
now
move
the
here.
200 is above. It's below the 200 on the 4-hour. It's above the 50. It's actually being squeezed in between the 200 and the 50 on the 4-hour.
And the move
That's
to
the
jump in this
short squeeze
trade
happening.
was at 741.
Ooh, snap.
See, this is what this happens when you get into these traps, man. They just up and down. It's just not breaking out of this zone here. This zone right here is not breaking out of,
Yep.
no matter what it's trying to do. This is why you have up and down.
Yep,
That's why
well, we
you have
just
that
have to be
profit.
patient. It's going to break out of one way or the other. You know that. We have that. Making chopsticks on the 1 minute. Yeah, stupid trading in the trap. We need to be more patient. I might scratch that at break even.
I don't know, like it might be a, oh man. Wow, this is such a trap area, dog. Wow, that's crazy. Once you think your trade's gonna go down in pips, it goes up a little bit. Dang, man, that's wild.
How funny this is, man.
This is insane. It's been like this all day.
Right, it's been like this since this morning.
Okay, so tomorrow, if we're in a trap, we're gonna wait till it breaks out. We gotta. Unless we trade in the trap from the bottom to the top, but it would
Well-
have to be spot entry.
But that spot entry up there was a higher high. That was it. We had two of them up there.
Yep.
713. This one over here. That's two. That's two
Two breakouts to the
trap.
upside, yeah.
That's two in the
two
trap.
breakouts. Yep, and two closed above the trap. And now we created a higher high on the 1 minute so far. I mean, a higher low.
Well, this is a lesson on. This is what you don't trade.
Exactly.
If anyone wants to know, like a newbie, this is what you don't trade. You don't trade side-to-side markets because you're just in and out of profit. But you did get those other two moves there, so this should drive somebody crazy trying to figure out what the hell to do.
Well, if anybody would tell us, wait till it breaks out of the trap.
Yeah, that'd be the way to go.
So now we know GJ is notorious for being trappy.
Yeah, it is, and it's also notorious for being trendy too.
Yes. Yes, agreed.
And you see that you can get 5 pips also in the traps. So 5 pips can be easily gained on the 1 minute time frame. It just cannot break out of this box. It just cannot break out of the box. This is gotta be worse than paint dry, man.
There's no volume. That's all it is. 33,000.
Look at this, man. Look at this stuff, man. They got you boxed up and they won't let you go. Damn, this is crazy, man. Oh, it's all green over here. Look, see what it does. It's above all the EMAs on the 5-minute time frame. On the 1-minute time frame, it's above the 50, 213.
Yep, and on the 5-minute, on the 15, on the 1 hour. The only thing is, on the 4 hour, that 200 is holding it down. Look at it on the 4 hour.
Yeah, it's struggling. It's struggling. Yeah, on that. It's hitting major resistance. Hitting major resistance on at the. It needs to break the 204-hour time frame. If it does that, it's going to the moon.
Oh, yeah. Then
Oh,
it's
that's
gonna go
-1.
for those highs to the left.
Damn, look at this. This is struggling, man. I need to break that.
There it
Okay,
goes.
0.
Pop,
Here we go.
pop.
Here we go. At 1, we're at 1 now. 0. I'm still in this buy.
Yeah, I'm still in my buy.
+1. Let's see. Is this right at this? That's the resistance, man. I don't know if it's gonna break that 200. It hasn't broken the 200 in a while,
Mm-hmm,
like since last week.
yep.
Damn, like
Maybe
last
maybe it's
Thursday.
due.
I don't know. It hasn't broke this 200. I'm sorry, not the 200. Wait a minute. It hasn't been above the 200 since last Thursday. Not last Thursday. 2 weeks. 2 weeks Thursday. Damn.
Hmm.
That's the last time it's been struggling to get past that 200.
Hmm.
So it's a 0. That's resistance big time, man. That's just why this is not gonna fly
What do
off this.
You mean by like the 0.200? That's what you mean?
On the MT4 right here, this yellow EMA is 200. See that?
200 EMA,
So
200
you see
moving
where
average.
it's been just hitting the resistance here? The last time it was here, see this up here. So it's been above here. See that? That's last Thursday. See, this is today. This is all last week. All last week has been below the 200. And over here,
Oh,
so you see it's right, it's at resistance. It can't pass it. These are 4-hour candles. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last day it's been under 200. It's been struggling to get to 200. It says here, it hit here, it
okay.
wicked,
Right.
and this little doji candle, look at that. This is all right in here. This is
So maybe
massive.
it's gonna drop though.
Let's see, this area right here, area right there, is mad
Right.
resistance right here on the 4-hour candles. So it's got to break this 200 in order for me to say it's going to go to another level, and it has done that almost. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days, 9 trading days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's resistance. This is why this is failing. That's why it's got this box here. Because if the higher time frames are consolidating, the lower time frames are consolidating too. If you get this little move here, that's just retracement on the higher time frames. And that's not gonna break out of that. This is a really trap day. This DJ today is really trappy, man.
It's
For a
gonna
time
break
frame.
out somewhere. You just need to be patient. It will
Yeah.
break out.
But it's not gonna break out
It
today.
will break out. It will. It will.
Now you see why I don't trade these trapper things. When you jump into 9 to 9:30, it's rocket ship.
Yeah, well, we're
don't-
joining you there.
Yeah, you don't it's rocket ship. It's like you getting into the fast lane automatically.
Yeah, this is painful watching nothing.
Yeah, this is tough. It's tough, man. I guarantee you the other JPYs are probably doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same.
Right? Because I bet you all the JPYs are doing the same thing. Same
But
exact
the-
thing.
Like, what's making me think we going up? Like, you take a look at huge at the moment. We are in the. I'm gonna take retail words, but we are in the ascending triangle. So, yeah, we are stuck like the same thing that GJ is at the moment, like between resistance and support. But at least it's going up. So if it breaks up, like you said, it's going really high.
It's really got to break to 200. If it's just gonna stay at 200, then you're gonna have to go to lower time frames and look for some type of a little move.
Well, the 200 is actually, I mean, if you put your cursor on there, it's at 163.52. So we got a little bit of room to run, to get to the top there. On TradingView, it was 163.525.
That would be a nice area for a breakout. Definitely on a higher time frame.
Mm-hmm. Make that W look good. It would, yeah. Got liquidity up there to go grab.
Yeah, it's gonna break out this little thing sooner or later. And then go from there. But this is a good lesson. This is what you don't trade.
Yeah. Agreed.
It just happened to be at the top of a because DJ had a nice little run of going up ever since like last Wednesday. It's been going up and it came back down and we tested 800 and then it kept going up a little bit more. Now it's just in the zone that is just, oh, it's +1 right there. So it's not going to pass. It's resistant. It can't get past 1 or 2 pips because it's right at strong. This is strong resistance here.
That drop it did at 10 a.m. That was just about a 50 pip candle.
And then after 10, this has been consolidation.
Total.
Like I was telling this guy, I said, if the ADD opens up under negative 2400, you can bet you're going to have a bullish day somewhere in the day if you're just patient enough to catch it.
If it opens up what?
If the ADD opens up negative in the basement, in a total basement, like 3000, that's you're going to be buying. If it opens up and it goes down, you just have to wait until it consolidates at some level and it's going to come back up. I've seen that 80% of the time. I've caught that move like so much, it's sickening. And then if the ADD opens up above 1800 and it stayed above 1800, that's a bullish day. That's a trade that you take. Now it's breaking a trap here a little bit, right? I'm at 4 pips. 3 pips, let's see.
You have buy signals on 30 seconds.
I see it's breaking this trap here, see? Okay, here we go.
Mhm.
So maybe this little buy we got might pay off from 3 pips. 3 pips, see? That might just be, but then again, you might just be looking at his strong resistance though. See, that's down to 1. That's a hard ass level to break, man. See that? It can't break that level.
Just watch. Once GJ gets a little steam, it goes.
So that's the key. The key is if ADD breaks, if ADD opens up above 1800 and stayed above 1800, and you look at your price action on the other chart, and you can match up all the indicators, you can match up your EMAs, then it's a bullish day. Then you can buy it at 9:30 and jump in with no problem because it's the continuation of a bullish day from, from 8:30 or 9 or whatever else. If it opens up at 1800 and it can't get past 1800, then in your mind, it's going to tank. So you got to be ready for that, because on the charts, you're going to see resistance just like this.
So you're saying if it's up at 1800, it's a bullish day.
If it goes over 1800, it needs to open up and stay above. You can have red candles, has to be above 1800. If it's above 1800, you look at your chart, and I guarantee your chart will show bullish. That's 80% of the time. So those moves I catch on NAS 9:30, I've already had the confirmation, because I looked at past and see that. Now today it opened up like 0. So then it's like this. You gotta play with it. But it's gonna have a break out to the upside or downside. That's why you have to be patient. You might not get a trade at 9:30, 10, 10:30. Might come 11. Might come after 1 o'clock. You don't know. But I can guarantee you that if you see the ADD open up at 1800 and it stays above 1800, I'm talking about it stays above 1850, whatever. It's trending above 1800. Like Sean say, you float in pips, 15 pips plus. If it does that, that's a bullish day. That's a no-brainer trade for anybody. You can't be afraid to take that trade, because all the confluences will line up when you have all your indicators lined up. I think I showed that like a million times. If you in the basement, it has to come up. This whole idea of filling the gap, that's how I've been making those plays. It has to fill a gap, and when it fills the gap, I'm getting right in that trade. I watch for the gap to get filled. So you're patient, but it's beautiful when the ADD opens up super high, and then it gaps all the way down. It got to come up. If it's open up in the basement, it's definitely gonna come up. I've seen too many instances where they was like negative 2400, negative 2500. It can't go any further than that. It just can't. Price doesn't allow it to do that. Price, the market makers, price action, whatever's keeping it to go past that. I've looked at it when it was negative 3000. I'm up 3 pips now. So if it's negative 3000, you just got to wait for the setup. It's going to be a trade where you can get 100 pips on NAS, or 200 if it's down in the basement. I played that so many days, it's sickening. That's like wash, rinse, repeat. It just sucks when it opens up between 500 and negative 500, like negative 600 or whatever. Then it's choppy, like this crap. Then you got to wait, see how it plays out. Then once it plays out, it may get you a nice little run to the upside or downside, depending on what then you have to use all your other price actions and all your other confluences. That's when you have to be a smarter trader than, oh, well, it up at here for that point. Does that make sense?
Yep, I want to see it in
That's how you
action.
use it. That's how you use it. So all you gotta do, even if you don't trade it, open up a chart and put the ADA on there and NAS and just watch it.
Right.
Don't even trade it. Don't even be like, oh, I gotta get this trade. Watch it. You can test it for a whole week. I guarantee you, if you see above 1800 and trending, you'll be like, damn, this motherfucker was right. If it's down in the bottom, if it's in the basement, you're gonna get that gap up. And specifically, if it's a long gap, if it gaps all the way down, it's got to come up. It's like what happened when Sean caught that trade on UCAD. Remember, we had our limits and sell limits, and went all the way up there, and then it kind of messed around, but it filled that gap between Sunday and Monday. That big candle from that NFP got filled on
And you
Monday.
saw it with ADD? ADD worked on UCAD?
Yeah, but I mean, you have to tweak it a little bit. But like I said, I don't trade UCAD or I don't trade those Forex pairs. But it does work. You can get it to work. You just have to tweak it a little bit. But again, for the stocks and the index and the stocks and the indexes, it works better. That's what I was telling another guy. They trade US 30. It works the same way. That's kind of
And
how I was
does
looking at
it
that.
matter? Does it matter the time frame you use on the ADD?
No.
Does
You
it
don't
have
want
to be the same as your chart?
Yeah, you don't want to go too high.
Like
You
15
don't-
minutes?
15 minutes is fine. 15 minutes because you're scalping.
All right. Thanks.
But this other gentleman brought this wrinkle thing to our attention, to my attention actually. and you could match both those up. You can have a price chart, just like you have here. You can have 4 charts. You can have the
Yeah,
market internals.
I need to have 4 charts like this. It's so good instead of
Yeah.
switching.
I
with this.
love it, man. That's
Like
how I learned.
I have multiple monitor, but it's so good in the same
And
screen.
then when you just want to see one of these, you just click on that bottom square right there. And you get and the chart blows up. You know that, right, Jay?
What's that?
The bottom, go down by the bottom. Yes. So whatever chart's lit up, like your top right, there you
Oh.
go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the features of having a great.
Yeah,
It's
this
nice,
makes
very
it really
nice.
cool because you could see it move on the different time frames and you see what it's
So-
doing.
So I have an ADD chart. I've got a NOS chart. I got a NOS Rinko, and I got a what I call VOLD, VOLD. That's another one. Kind of like the ADD, but you can have an ADD chart because ADD is a chart, and you can have the ADD indicator, and you can have the NOS indicator, and then you can have the VLD. Or what I'm found out is QQQ. So I got a ADD chart, ADD indicator, the NOS, and I got a QQQ. And that way you'll know exactly what each person's doing.
Jay, if you got the NOS, you don't need the Qs. The Q's derivative of the NOS.
But they move the same way though.
Yeah, so like if you take Matt, for instance, he doesn't trade the index directly, the NOS 100, so he'll trade it through the Q.
Oh, well, yes, that's dope. Oh, I'm up 3 pips. It's only giving you 3 pips, man.
It'll break. It'll do something
I'm at 4 now.
unless it stays in this track.
No, it's good. It's going up. It's holding a 3-minute golden FEG. It probably will keep busting up.
Well, I'm at 4 pips right now.
ADX is going up too.
Yeah, here's my 5 pips. There you go. See, we only got 6 pips. We haven't been weak. 6 pips, man. There you go. 7. Oh, I get too happy. See, when I was at 3. See, I'm gonna drink myself. But that's what I was what was that? I was telling I think Waterman. Is it Waterman? Somebody had a who was it? Somebody posted something. I think maybe Waterman. You would just call Waterman still? He might be gone now. He says, I believe this is one of the plays that Jay and Seb run when they read the defense and call the play at the line of scrimmage. Because it really is. I don't know how many people follow football. Anybody? Somebody?
No.
Too busy following you, Jay.
Follow
Right.
charts.
Okay, so this is like audibles.
Yeah, man, I
This-
follow football, bro.
Okay, well, what I do with NOS is just like football, right? When you in game, you have to run an audible, right? What does that mean? That means that the quarterback has to look at the defense and tell what the defense is doing, and be able to play in real time. So some quarterbacks can't do that. So when we're in real time now, we got to be able to see. Okay, well, we got the chart here breaking out. You got to be able to make plays in game because you can do pregame while you want to and postgame. But when you're in the game, you're in the field, you got to be able to make the right decisions. And sometimes the decisions don't always work out. You get those quarterbacks throwing those interceptions, late quarter interceptions, and your team's losing. Then you're mad. You want to jump to the TV. But that's the same thing with because they have all the game plans. So we game plan for NOS, and then we wait for NOS to see what to do. So and then I write the stuff down. I don't know how many people use journals, but I would highly recommend using journals. And some people, I don't want to write too much. I have 4 pips now, but I write down in journals. So every day I can tell you what happened, what was going on, what was I doing, what did NOS do? I wrote that day we was in that FOMC, and I know I keep harping over that, but I go back and say, what mistake did I make? I was too rigid in my, Debbie knows I was too rigid in my analysis, and everything was going up as I got burned. And so you made a recovery, but how did I make the recovery? Because I saw what I did wrong. I fixed it. 4 or 5 pips. This resistance is interesting. So this is another good thing because we can see as a learning tool, okay, well, this is probably going to be a nice setup for a future day. We might get 10 pips here, but it's the resistance here on the 4-hour time frame. So it is strong here. So it needs to break 200. If it breaks 200, then it could go to the moon, or at least this other zone up here. There's another zone up here somewhere.
So look how
let's
many
see.
days it tried to break that 200.
Yeah. So then you just look at it like this and say, okay, well, here's a zone up here. Right? Everybody would agree with that. That's a zone right there. So if it breaks the zone up here someplace, maybe that's just a, this is a rough mark up. This is going to be, you're looking at a 235 pip move. That's the move that we're looking at if it breaks this here. So somebody's going to catch that. That's a swing trade, and that might set up for tomorrow. Who knows? But that's a possible setup right there. This is a possible setup right here. You're looking at it right here. They don't do nothing else. This is a possible setup right here for a swing trade. If it breaks to 200, if it breaks 200, it appear that's about 200 pips easy up to the upside. That's if it does that, but we don't know. It has to break 200. So that's some analysis that we can use for another day. See?
Do you remember the one trade you hold? You held like for weeks,
Yeah, I had a
like
DJ trade.
600 pips, or something
Yeah,
like this.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
insane.
Yeah, it was a DJ trade that I traded like about 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I have I like that. This is the problem for me, like to hold and not cash like the money.
I hear you. I can't get
bec-
that far either.
Because
Just
like
lose.
when I know there's a pullback coming, I just want to re-enter the pullback. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's
So
what I do too, but that's not good.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
I know.
I mean, I screw up every trade by doing that. Honestly, that's, yeah. It
Like
really,
what you do, Jay, with your stop loss, like let's say we want to swing that GJ trade there, 200
This
pips. Like as soon as you're like, let's say 50 pips in the trade, what you do with your
I move
stop
my
loss?
stop loss. So this is stop loss here. So if I enter, let's say it broke the 200 here. It broke here, right? And it started to take off to the moon. So then my stop loss is going to be GJ has to be not tight because it's got to be, somewhere up in here. I would put it somewhere down here somewhere where in its boxes somewhere. So this is this is from here to here. It's like a 60 pip stop loss. So you're looking at like, okay, well, if it's up here, it starts moving to the moon, then you can possibly, again, goes to the person's risk and reward management. So what is your risk? Me personally, I would do anywhere between 30 to 50 pips and then see what goes on. But I have to have more confirmation that it's gonna break the 200 and stay above the 200. As long as it breaks 200, stay above 200. And you've got some EMAs that are going up this way, and maybe some other confluences, then I hold that trade until, and if it's 50 pips, then I move my stop loss to break even. If it's 20 pips, the rule is if you get 20, 30 pips, move your stop loss to break even. Then if it goes beyond 20 pips, I go to 40 pips, then move it to 20 pips and get secure profit. Or you can secure profit 20 pips if you want to get the money off the table. It all depends on the person. Me personally, if I see a trade that's going to play out like these swings, then I'm going to keep my profit. I'm moving the profit, but then I'm gonna take some off the table. You always
Yeah,
want to secure the
you
profits.
I don't want to interrupt you, but the like I'm gonna interrupt you. The problem for me is like I know what you mean, like to secure profit and move stop loss, but how can you predict
Give-
the
You can't.
pullback? Like how
You can't.
many pips? Okay,
can't.
that's the thing.
You can't.
Okay,
So you just have to play with the trade. That's where you manage the trade. So
all right.
if the trade goes to 40 pips, I might just move my stop. I might move my stop loss to break even, and then let it do its thing because you got to figure it out. It's going to pull back. It might pull back 20, 30 pips. It might pull back to your stop loss. You break even. If it does, then you don't. Do you move your stop loss down, or do you just take the fact that you got stopped out, but it's break even? So break even
Yeah.
means you start over again.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, that's if you're doing it on
Well, you know what we could do is, split your order in half. So say you're gonna put on whatever, a 0.10, you put on 0.05 and a 0.05, and you let one get to your first TP, you take partials, and you let the other one run.
That's true.
You can do that.
Or you just close out half your position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start your position at 0.10 and then close out 0.05.
Yeah.
When it gets to where, you know, you want it to be initially.
Yeah, that's small risk management, and that's, you know, managing your trade. So it depends on the person, but all those things that people are saying is correct. It just depends on how you want to play it out. And this is the trap house, man. This is true. This is truly a trap house. How many people have had their trades? You are in drawdown and you go to bed and you either wake up in blue or you wake up in red or it stops you out.
Yeah. All
So
of the
then-
above.
So
All
then
of
if you
the
don't,
Yeah.
then-
All of the above.
I even went to bed removing my stop loss and say, fuck it. I pray the
Oh,
gods. I pray the gods for big gains. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So
so when that happens, what do you do?
Definitely not.
See, see, everyone had to experience this.
it's a hell of a journey, like to be a trader. Like you learn the harder way.
You
Like,
do, yeah, you do, you sure do.
like now I'm not moving my stop loss anymore, and I like at the moment I have 3 trades. They all have TP, all have stop loss, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you go for
You
your
have to
10
trust
pips.
yourself. Like it's such a big thing.
Yeah, experience is the best
Go.
teacher.
Yeah.
It
And
is
as soon as-
amazing.
And as soon as you lose confidence in yourself, like you're gonna you're gonna stop like not having faith in your trade, and am I gonna take this one or not? Or
Yeah, you have serious doubt. That
How
becomes
about when you analyze a chart and you take a trade and then somebody calls it in the other direction and all of a sudden you doubt yourself, you
Yeah.
doubt yourself, you screw your trade up and you were right.
that happens.
I hate, oh, look at what we got.
Oh damn! Look at this. Look at the
Yeah.
look at this. I got my 9 pips, man. Look at this. Wow, look at that.
Let's go.
Hit 9 pips,
Go,
man.
let's go.
So here's an example here. You can move this to stop loss. See, you can move this into. I had no stop loss anyway, but some people trade. with no
that's a good
stops.
example to put a stop loss there.
I got no stop loss here. Yeah,
Hey,
Well,
So
when
what's
we're
the-
sitting and watching it, you know, you don't, I mean, your fingers on the
that's
button.
different. But you could get burned doing that. I got
Yeah.
burned one time doing that. Sitting there watching it, I got burned.
That's usually what burns me is when I watch it. Look what this sucker's doing.
See, I told you, got up to what 8, and then what happened is telling you
Got
resistance,
up to
man.
33.
Resistance is a
34.
pain in the ass, man. Look at that. Look at that long candle, man. Look at that long candle. Look at that long candle right there. Got to wait for 153, 350.
Let's go, GJ.
Oh, it broke up the box.
It did.
It's going to 400.
Yeah, well, it's breaking up the trap box. It's trying to break up the trap box.
It's breaking that 5-minute FEG, so it's going to reach 163.4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least I got this trade and I'm observing it, see how it's going. See, Lucretia will be proud of us, man.
Well, we're not quite on the 1 minute.
Oh, you're here. Hey, you on the call, Lucretia? I didn't see you.
Yes, hello.
Good
Oh, good evening. Yeah, we're using this is the Lucretia method. I said yesterday we was gonna miss it.
Yeah,
did
but
miss a little bit,
Lucretia
though.
would have been out because she's on the 1 minute. We're just hanging on the 1 minute and we're dragging.
No, I see all the minutes. That's the thing. I see the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15, checking the 30,
Right, right.
back and
This
look
would
at
have been
the
the
hour
move
minute
here.
with
This
translate.
would have been the
Yeah, I
move
see
here.
it.
See, this would have been the move right here. This right
Yeah.
here would have been the move right there. See, this is uptrend.
John,
That's why.
do not start that tonight.
Oh, you have to start it tonight. Gotta throw a little
I know, but
wrench in the plan, man. Gotta bring some negativity so we can have the positivity on the other side. But this is good though. See, we found a nice little thing there. That was it. So I got to 10 pips. So I mean, theoretically, I saw 10 pips. So that could have been it. That would have been it right there. Boom. It's hovering on 6. It's just right there. So theoretically, we won this trade. If you think about it, theoretically. That was a nice trade though, wasn't it? I hit 10 pips. You can't complain about that, right? I think,
it didn't, well, it did hit 10 pips. I didn't
it
get
did,
out.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna hold
but
on to this.
it would have been more. It would have been at least
For a
30
Mm-hmm.
bound at that lower low. So that's kind of like the rule, like the creature was saying. You get this lower here, and then they cross, come down here. This is a little pullback, and then kept going up. And it's still going up.
Yep.
I'm just curious how many pips that would, by the way. Here. See, that was 15. Would have been at 20 right there. That 20 pips right there. It hit it's just hitting resistance right now, but it got to 10 pips. Close outside the box.
If you look at JPY basket too, it keeps dropping and shows a sell, which is
Right, so it
why
should be
that keeps
pumping up.
going up.
Right. It's pretty good. Is there a way that you can save like all 4, like a template? You can do that, right? Can't you? Like,
Just take a screenshot
Yes,
or something.
there is,
I don't
John.
know
I'll
what-
show you in 1 second. I just got a phone call, but I'll show you. Yes, you can
Yeah.
save this as a 4 chart layout.
right.
In
Yeah.
fact,
Over here, you can do over here.
No,
Oh.
well, look. No. Go to that right next to where it says Euro USD. Go to the other side of that. First, click that out, click your cloud. Wait,
Oh,
first
there it
click your
is.
cloud. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
here.
so go to that arrow and now scroll down to save chart layout.
It's grayed out.
Hang on, let me just, I'll be back in 1 sec.
Let's see if I do this. I gotta make a change. Let's see if I make a change at this. There you go. Ah. Big layout. That makes a. You should be able to copy. You should be able to save it though. Load layout. Export chart data. Make a copy. You said make a copy, right?
Let's make a copy.
And let's call this DJ test. DJ 4 chart layout challenge. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Save. That was weird. Huh?
Wait, so you don't have a button that says save chart layout?
Yeah.
Or do you have too many charts saved?
I made a change and it said save like over here. Oh, there it is. Look, see. Oh, there it is. See, there it is. I caught it. Oh, there's a copy, but it made a copy of it. But I can come
What do you
here.
mean?
See, save layout.
Oh, gotcha. It didn't ask you to name it?
No, just
That's
saved it.
weird. Yeah, but you need to be able to name it as your chart layout.
Oh, here, see, recently used, see?
Click on that.
but I had to copy it. I copied it to chart layout.
Mm,
Uh,
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
I guess that's how you do it. What's this? Open new window. All this new fancy dancy stuff.
You've had it the whole time. Look at GJ. What a little creep.
Yep, now it's -2. See, resistance, man. So this would have been the actual move here, right there. Boom. Now it's going the other way now. See, there's a cell right there. See right there. That's a nice little cell there too. Look at that.
It would have been had we seen it coming. I was watching your layouts.
Yeah, this is a nice cell here.
It was
What's this?
from the top of that wick to
Right from here down. Man, look at this.
that was 16 pip. Ooh,
Damn.
dude, 18 pips.
Yeah,
That was 18 pips. Ooh.
because the
Right back into the resistance zone.
Right.
yeah. So
We
there was
saw
10 pips that
that.
way. Now it's going back into the trap.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, like that trap box, man. That's what it is.
It likes that drop.
Yep, that's the end of the run right there. And highs here. So then EMH cross, right, on 1 minute, and then get this with the candle here. So now it's going to be stuck around here somewhere.
All those wicks on the 15-minute on the bottom of that box, like, you think it's going to go to clean out all that?
I would
Oh,
think so.
yeah.
That's be a nice little footage here. If it goes down here, it'd be nice.
Well, it wouldn't be nice right now while we're still in it.
See, I took my little 7, 8 pips and got out.
Mhm.
So now I'm in a cell and I'm down 2 pips.
Yeah, I took half my position.
If it comes down to this down here, that should be 10 pips.
Hmm.
It froze. Here, see? That's 16 pips right there. So if it fills this box, it's a possible to go. You can get 10 pips on this move here. That's a 10 pip move right there. There's two moves. There was one over here. This definitely was the move. That's one. This one down there too. So that was okay. There was a 10 pip move there, and then jumping the cell over here. But see with the scouts, man, once you move to another screen, man, you mess out. Now you're back in the trap now. See? It should take the trap candle. It should go down. See, this cell means that it's retracing on the higher time frame. Still super resistance though. Oh, that was
On the
interesting.
1 minute, it's still a higher low. Like if you put a trend line.
Well, see, this is the second day that we've seen that you could get moves on DJ.
Ooh, look at it go. Look at it.
Ooh. Oh, I'm up 5 pips. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Oh, You gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful.
Bottom of the box.
See, this ain't even a 9 o'clock candle yet, so this might be part of the big move right here.
Yeah, well, let's see. I caught 8 pips up the other way. Got to 10. That was good. I'm in 5, 6, 4, 5, 4. Maybe 4 and 2. 4. Oh, look at that candle, man. That candle really is pushed all the way up there. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that candle, boy. This is a reversal candle right here, man. If this closes like this, and it puts a higher low here, that's a reversal candle right there.
So the 9 o'clock big candle move might be all the way to the upside.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for a high. If you get a higher low here or lower low, then this is gonna go up based on this. Let's see. What is that anyway?
Look at that big wick on JPY basket too. So that's a big indication too.
Yep. So let's look at this. Once this hits a lower low, higher high, you got ready to buy. Let's see. Let's look at it. Once that lower low hits, higher low prints, it should be a nice buy signal to come. This is a
Yep, and this is about 4 minutes to the 9 o'clock candle, and this is probably going to be the breakout to the upside right here.
Let's look at it. Check it out.
Big move.
Yeah, we're 2 candles in. Let's see.
I feel that too. I feel that was
Feel
a
it too.
disappointment.
That's that long stem is just need to get a higher low, or let's see. So you need really be in the game. You got long stems on the 5 and a 1 and a 15 too.
And the 15.
Yep, long stem. That's a reverse. That's a reversal candle stem. That's an exhaustion stem.
Let's wait for the new 1 hour candle. That's closing spinning top type thing. Total indecision candle there. Nothing yet. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
The suspense is killing someone, isn't it? I have my thing on the buy side ready to go. Here we go. No, maybe not. Let's see what you got. Okay. Let's see.
It's enticing.
That nice X right there.
Call in.
Okay, ready to take this buy right now. You could be in the buy right now. You actually could be.
You totally could be.
If these two indicators, if these two EMAs cross up, see the long stem, lower high, right? I need a lower low. Once you get a lower low, you're good. Lower low prints, it's game time. And the EMAs cross up. This here, this candle right here, is the golden candle right now. Let's see what you got. 2 minutes left. Oh, here we go. Let's see. The 9 o'clock candle.
Yep, this one's going to shoot up.
The 9 o'clock candle. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. 1 minute to go. Yeah, this is looking juicy. This is looking real juicy right now, man. So far, so good. Let's see what you got.
Is that the lower low you needed?
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. Printing right there. That's it.
I'm in.
I'm into.
Yep.
I'm in.
I'm into.
I'm in.
Yep.
-2. -2. -3. Let's see. That's a low low we wanted. That's right. Okay. -1, 0. -1, 0. -2. Yeah, I'm in.
20 seconds, 20.
1 o'clock candle. Let's go. Let's see what it does. Get the lower low here. That's the lower low. We got it. Caught the lower low right when it printed. -2, -3, 1 o'clock. Let's see. We got 7, 6, 7, 5. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it does. You get burned too.
Ooh,
Yeah, well, happens. That happens. Let's see what it does. It's a -4. There should be an uptrend because it's lower low here, man. You know. Now you got to get a higher low up here someplace. That's following the direction. You got a lower low here, right? So now you got to wait and see what happens. 9 o'clock candle.
it's not being an exciting candle.
No, it's
Not
not.
feeling the excitement.
No. Just opened up, so we got to see what it does. Let me move this over here, man. Okay, let's see what you got. See, this resistance, man. It's really is trading. It's really trading in and out of that box. It really didn't break the box. If you think about it, it really didn't break that box. It just closed above it a little bit. Yeah, it's looking like red now. This oh, it was a -2. Man, this is worse than seeing paint dry, man. This is worse than seeing paint dry. Imagine if you had to trade like this every day, you'd go nuts. If it was a patient.
That's why I traded from order block to order block to the FNG and let it run for 80 or 100 pips per day. Just let it run. So I'm not sitting here doing this.
No, I don't do this. I don't do this. I don't trade like this. I see there's a bicycle there. Okay. All right, let's see. Printed a bicycle there. And you might no. See, it's going back and forth. It's fighting. Okay, bicycle is printed again. And if that bicycle prints, then you should get a higher low. That means that's going to nope. Ooh, an FPG. FPG was printed on a 1 minute time frame. Uh-oh. That might be it. There's a bicycle there. FPG got printed. Uh-oh.
Where are you seeing that?
1 minute time frame. Far left. Might be in trouble. Might be in trouble. Let's see. I need to bounce off this FPG right there. It takes it out. Okay, bounce off the FPG. Okay, the little FPG right there on the 1 minute time frame. This is that man. Scrapping to get pips on this thing, boy. Yeah. You get all kind of crazy stuff going on here, man. Zero, man. Damn. Yeah, this is stuck at 1 pip. This is rough, man.
Yeah,
Well, that's good to show you that the resistance in the 4 hour time frame is governing this whole trade.
yep, agreed. Box of doom is a box of doom. That's what the trap is.
Yeah, this is rough, man. It's rough. This goes at the same point that you'd have to be here when this, with the candle printed here. A low printed after all the other candles got printed, but if you saw this forming, you'd have to get in here. But that would have been 10 pips though. So the good thing is that there's a serious trap box on the 4 hour time frame. So this trap box is going to have to get broken sometime soon. If it gets broken to the upside or downside, that's going to be a nice little swing for somebody. We had a 8 o'clock candle, did nothing. The 8:30 candle did nothing. 9 o'clock candle did something, but you're gonna probably might get some movement around 3 o'clock. Maybe. Hmm. So how many people have increased their count since this thing started? Anybody? Somebody?
I have.
I have.
Okay. So this is now what I call, it's not like preacher, but time of reflection. This is a day, it's like a sermon, right? Time reflection. Okay, someone said they had to keep going back. Okay. Why do we have to keep going back? Let's discuss that. I mean, I don't mind talking to myself. I mean, Debbie knows that, but why do we keep going back? Throw some ideas out there. What's happening? This is a learning zone and also a gaining zone. Some people have, well, let's keep it simple. If the person doesn't want to talk, because I think it's how many people in this call now? We got 35. So that's 35 people. So if you increase your account by at least $1, put a 1 in the chart. How about that in the chat? At least $1. You okay. You increase your,
Can I be transparent?
yeah, let's go. That's what it's all about.
Right. Well, actually, I had placed a $50 on an account to so that we can do the challenge. But then I also had $100 account and I increased it to 300. And for some reason, I'm trying to take trades on my own. And when to me, I see a buy. When I take the trade, it's a sell. So my $300 had been reduced to $267. And the $50 account, I would have made up with that account. So I'm down to $35 on the $50 account and I'm down to $267 on the $300 account. I'm like, what am I doing?
Okay. So if you're being transparent, you can discuss that in this open forum, or we can see that some people have increased their accounts. Some people, like another person, they had to start over again. So what are these sessions helping or hurting?
They're helping because they're helping me to even go and read more because, like, for example, the order block, fair value gap, and all these stuff were new to me. As I said before, I would have known the basics like support and resistance, key level, trend line, parallel channel, zone, break and retest, and such like. But now that I think what I'm learning from you guys is this new things with the fair value gap. So I'm just trying to go through some videos on YouTube and go through some of your stuff to kind of get it, the imbalance, the order block and such like. So I'm trying to look at the charts and pinpoint it myself. It's a bit difficult for me, but I just cannot figure out why I'm seeing certain things, certain confirmation, but when I take it, it's the opposite direction. And what I try to do sometimes when it's in the opposite direction, if I was to take a buy and I realize it's going in a sell, I will have both a buy and a sell running. And I realize this deplete the account more than anything else.
Okay. That's thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
I'll say this, John. This is my second time on these weekday calls. I was on your Saturday call, and so I can't really. Normally, the trades we're taking, I'm already in them, but I just join these calls just for new information, something I may learn. I'm always open for learning new things. I've been trading for 2 years now, and so I've been studying, smart money and imbalances and order blocks. That's how I trade now. But I can say on that Saturday call, that was very, very eye-opening and very great call. Really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying these calls. I just like being on calls, period. I'm a chart addict.
So, that's good. Chart addict. I like that.
But I think you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. And that's my 2 cents.
Well, thank you, sir. Anybody else? could be good, bad.
Are you asking, are we increasing the lot size? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking your account
Because you
size.
said count. Oh,
Yeah.
account. Oh, yes, I've been going just based on, whatever trade we are, like trade number 6 is a 0.1 lot size and getting the, 10 pips. And I've had traded earlier, so I'm trying not to overtrade. I took profit, of course, on this trade. It was only, just $1.25, I think it was. So,
Yeah.
but I just, I just wanted to, join in, even though I'm already, I had already met my goal for the day earlier.
Nice. Oh, okay. That's dope. Anybody else? Tanking a little bit here. See, it's still in this trap, so I still got to break that 4-hour time frame. That that's why we're in this trap here. But anybody else? Is there anything that can improve? It's a tricky question, right?
I'll put this in maybe. I know trading A's in session could be like you were saying earlier, watching paint dry on the wall, so it's not too much movement to really see something happen. I know most people probably work or whatever, so trading other sessions might be a little difficult. But I think it's kind of hard to. Sometimes Asian moves, but it's kind of hard to really catch anything. I think, between like maybe 7 and 9, you may get a good 20 pip move, maybe then it kind of slows down to maybe 11, 30, 12. But, just a suggestion, I don't, New York well, definitely not London. I'm on the East Coast, so I won't be up for that. But in New York might be hard for some people because like myself, I'm still working. So, but I tune in with my phone. I thought you were going to do a Zoom this morning, so I was ready to click it if you were. And I saw that that screenshot today. Man, you're killing it. You're killing it.
Yeah, I read a poll back before I started, and most of the people that told me they couldn't do New York. So I conferred with a few other people, and I asked them, what would you rather do? They said, but they can't do New York, and the only thing they do is just listen. So what good is that going to do? You're at work. You're not really listening to the Zoom like people here in Zoom now. Some people might be at work, but probably 75% of the people told me that they couldn't. I mean, they reached out to me and said they couldn't do a New York Zoom because they work life schedule, whatever. So I said, well, and like I said, I'm on the East Coast like you were. So 3 o'clock is hard for some people because the moves don't happen in London between 3 and 4:30. So and sometimes you got to be up to 5 o'clock to see it move. So New York is one of the ones you can do. So I was doing some Zooms on New York like for a couple of weeks, but the people were saying, well, if you're gonna do this challenge, they're not gonna be able to do it. So I was like, well, what's the use? There's gonna have some people that can do it, some people that can't, but the can'ts were more than the people that can. So I mean, maybe in some other person that was doing it, they wouldn't care about that. But I was trying to give the people, a chance to at least sit on some of these calls because you can't get to it if you're in New York. So if they're working, or then they asked me, is the Zoom recorded? But what good is it? I mean, unless you're having lessons like this, but if you had what was I think I was saying? If we made a move here, it doesn't do any good for the person to see the move on the video because it already happened already. But you can look at it and see, okay, well, I see how they traded it, which is I guess it's good for something else. But that's kind of how
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
look at it. So
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
parameters. There's a lot of
Mhm.
parameters that you have to take. I don't like go from there, but we take what we can, so
Right.
that's the business part here. Not a lot of people can do New York session, which kind of sucks. but
Yeah, yeah.
they can
Are you
listen on the phone.
are you a full-time trader, John?
I'd say about 65%.
Okay. Hey, with that screenshot today, I would say if not, you may need to.
Well, I actually got that trade like last night.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, I just whenever you see a good setup, then you take it. I just saw a good setup. I'm like, I've been so used to doing 930. I was like, okay, I don't have to do 930 all the time. It just sometimes you get a nice run before 930. 930 can be the icing on the cake to be the situation. So New York could be continuing from London. If London is pushing up, then you might get a reversal. But if all the things are setting up for what I call a universal run, then why not get into a trade earlier in the day and hold it? You know,
Mhm.
so that's how I look at it.
I mean, honestly, when I first started trading, I didn't really like Forex pairs. I went into the indices and the indices burned me. I mean, bad. So I eventually, about 7 months ago, started back relearning the Forex pairs because, they both move differently. So I just been trading Forex pairs lately. And I haven't even, I'll look at it and see, but I haven't really traded it. But after seeing your class on Saturday and seeing your screenshots, I'm like, man, I might need to jump back into this thing here.
Yeah. See, the good thing about Nas, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like this dude just posted something says, for real, LOL, stop hunt hurts or stop lost hunts, whatever. But you can get that as far as that's concerned, as far as what happens there. Yeah, I hate having gonna have to put some more memory in my computer this weekend, man, or do a Zoom on another computer. Computer's falling apart. But yeah, man, Nas could pay out, man, because indices pay out. So after years of trading, I was trading U-Shift today, and I got on trade 930. It took like till 3:30 for me to get 20 pips. I was like, this is ridiculous. Things moving so slow. Like you can't, these pairs move slow. No, don't move like that. So I like volatility.
Yeah, that's what attracted me to them. And then that volatility worked against me at the floor and
Yeah,
count
work
after
against you.
count after count.
Yeah, I can work
But,
against you, but that's
but I
why
see,
okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
but you seem like to have a solid strategy going and with the ADD and everything. So I'm gonna re-examine your video. I'm gonna look at it over again and I'm gonna tune into it a little more and I may, get back to it next week and
All right.
mhm.
Well, I'm done with GJ, so I don't know. This is 2 hours. I'm done with this. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm perfectly done with it because it doesn't work. So let me show you how this works. See how this works. This is what I did. This is the strategy. So now I'm going on a teaching moment. Let me show you how this works. This is not that one, but so what I do basically is come here, right? And this is the ADD chart. So I got ADD chart. I got the ADD indicator. So this is the indicator here. And some people still ask me how we get this ADD indicators, market internals. Let's see. That's the market internals. And again, there's the settings are negative 1800 and 1800. And style is this, and I just make the dotted lines thicker. So this is how you do this. So this is telling you. This is, I got it to 80%, 85%. I can comfortably tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I'm telling you. So I don't know anything else you hear what I say tonight. I'm telling you that this is 85% guaranteed. But it has to do this. So here's the source again. I'm gonna go over here to July 19th. This is where it was at, July 19th, right? July 19th right there. So this is the 15-minute time frame. I'm gonna go back to July 19th here. I'm gonna get rid of this ProWays for a second. and then just squeeze this together. Squeeze it together. See how far I can go in here before it dies out. July 19th. Okay, so follow the 19th here. So this way, I'm gonna show you. Like I'm gonna take you to this trade that I did, so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, July 19th. I don't know what day that was today. I'll go over it later, but okay. So July 19th, right? July 19th. Okay, July 19th at 9:30, right? All right, you can clearly see what's going on, right? The charts don't lie. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we have here? Even if you didn't, somebody said, well, how can I follow if I've done a pro? So you don't have nothing. Clearly see. You can clearly see. So this is July 19th, 9:30. Does everyone know how to get this chart? Just type ADD. Does anyone not know how to get this chart? It's a very simple, basic setup. You don't need no indicators for this. You really don't. You just price action. The people that have the
name of it again?
say it again.
Can you go to the name of it again? I'm trying to find it on the indicators list.
Come over here. Come over here and do it. Come over here. And all you got to do is just type in ADD. It's first right there. That's a chart. It's not an indicator, it's a chart. So if you have a chart,
Oh, okay.
it's a chart. It's not an indicator, it's a chart. It's a chart. It's a chart. Okay, so you type that in there, and then I've got this. That's ADD here. That's what this is. So I got a split screen here, right? And this is the indicator here. This is the actual indicator, the market internals indicator. Then I have the NOS. So my point was I was saying was that July 19th. So the market opens up. Remember, this is a volume. It only deals with 9:30 to 4:30. It doesn't deal with after hours, so you can't use it after hours. I mean, you could, but I don't. So 9:30 is here, right? So this is July 19th. July 18th was so this was Monday. This is Tuesday, right? So someone note that down. It's Tuesday. July 19th is Tuesday, right? So July 18th was over here. So what I do is I wait and see what happened in the market that previous day, right? So what happened on the previous day? So July 18th, 19th. So you've got levels here, right? You've got levels right here, right? So you got a level here. That's a low here, right there. Boom, right? That's definitely a level right there, right? Do you agree with that? Here's another level here, right? Right there. I'm just picking places in the market I see rejection, right?
Okay.
Would you agree with that? Simple, right?
Yep.
Right there. Boom. Another rejection right here. Right there, right? Rejection, rejection. There. And then there's another little level up here. Here someplace, right? Right there. Boom. And here. On top of that, boom, right? And then you got these other people over here. I'm not worried about that. So on July 19th was Monday. I'm sorry, it was Tuesday. So what I do is I come in here. Let's say I had to trade the market on Monday. I'm looking to trade on Tuesday. So what happened on the market close on Monday? It closed right here at 0. See that? It closed at 0. And then I'm sorry, this is
Real quick, John, what do you got your settings as far as are your dates from 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. or are you 12 to 12 on your day closings?
9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay. You're doing New York. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so
I thought those were okay.
So this is July 18th, 3:45. What happened at the market close? It closed at 0 on ADD, right? So what do? I come in on this is Monday. So Monday closed, right? Then here it opened up above 1800. To that, this little dot line 1800. So at 9:30 on July 19th, where's July 19th? I'm sorry, July 19th is over here. I drew them levels anyway, so we can see. I'm looking for July 19th at 9:30. July 19th, 9:30 is right here, right there, right? Look at it where they lined up on this gap right here. See that? This is not even no indicators. This is just price action, right? Right there. And what did you see? Let me line over here. What did you see? What is the top screen doing? Anybody can tell me what is the top screen doing?
Running.
It's bullish. It's bullish.
Bullish,
going
right?
up.
Bullish going up, right?
Mhm.
So this is the indicator down here. This first candle here is 9:30. All these candles are above 1800, right? The dotted line is 1800. But see that? This dotted line is 1800. This is a bullish day. I don't care if you see red candles, whatever, it's still bullish. If it opens up above 1800, it stays above 1800. Then I trade from 9:30 to 4:30 and I catch all this. This is truly an uptrend. You can clearly see that. You can clearly see this uptrend. You clearly see that. Anybody can see that. My 13-year-old niece can see that. This is a no-brainer trade. The condition is
But can I
if it
ask a
opens up,
question?
yeah.
Okay, as you're on that, right? I tried looking at it today. I got the settings, everything, but what I realized, it happens after the fact. So it like you see where it opens up. It opened up this morning. You see where it opened up, but then the event happens. So it's like can't get into the trade before you see it on the bottom. I don't know if I'm making sense though. It's like it's lagging. It's like the action would have already happened when you see whatever done on the ADD.
You mean today or July 19th?
Well, I was looking at today one, but as you're on July 19th there, I am just saying, like you see where you're seeing just there on the 1800, above 1800, go straight across there. I am saying sometimes you're looking at that, but time you get to look at the top where the candles are, it's already made the move to the upside.
The candle opened at 9:30. So if you look at the first candle and it closes above 1800 and it follows 2 or 3 candles, then that's the whole thing. You can say, well, it's most likely going to be a bullish day. But if you look at the chart, you can see the chart has to give you price action. So the price action here was a continuation of this from here, based on what we had here. So once you get price action, you can't use the ADD by itself. The ADD just gives you more confluence because this would have been a trade here. So you open 9:30, but you could have been in a trade earlier at 3:15 in the morning. This is what I was talking about. This is a London Express going up, and then it plays around, and then it continues back in New York. So once this gapped up. This gapped up here. This gap from here to here, right? It went from here to here. So there's a gap up there, right? So since it's gapped up, it came up to 1800. So if we wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, that means you're getting in at 10:15. You don't have to get up at 9:30. If you get 4 or 5 candles here that's bullish, then it's probably a good chance it's going to stay bullish based on what you have here.
Okay. So once I see like maybe the first 4 or 5, that could kind of depict what the trend will be.
And then you have to use all your other, all these other indicators are just things you use to help you. See, I knew I had higher highs here. Remember we had the higher low on the DJ trade. I knew it was going to take off, and you can see that the price actually told you that. And then we have the EMAs. See the EMAs cross right there. So all this, you've got 6 confluences here. See how the EMAs crossed? And you could have drawn a trend line to the sky and didn't even know. You know how they say you gotta connect 2 points? Well, I draw what I call ghost trend lines. So I'm here, I can draw a ghost trend line someplace out this way, right? And even before you get to the point, you can see that it's totally an uptrend because you had a lower low down here, and it kept, uptrend, lower low, higher low, whatever. And these crossed here. So this made this more confluent for me. And plus this chart is up here, this level. So if you
Okay.
look at this level here, right? Everyone's bullish. So if you go to QQQ, which is I got the cousin of NAS, you can see that's still going up. So I would have jumped in at 9:30, or I would have waited 9:30, 9:35, something in here. So you can go in lower time frames. But at 9:45, I jumped in here based on this. I would have known it already. I probably would have jumped in straight earlier at 9:30, before 9:30, because I already had the price action was way before 9:30. This move happened way before 9:30. You can see that it happened over here, right? Happened in the morning, see, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
London took it up. So this is what I call the London New York Express. London takes it up, and you got some consolidation here, then boom, New York push it up. And then when the ADD opened up 1800, since the ADD opened up 1800 and stayed above 1800, and you have all this price action here, it's supposed to stay. Whenever you see this is when you trade heavily on NAS. This is when you put 0.10, 0.20, because you have confluences. How many confluences I got? I got EMA's crossing 1, a low down here 2. I had the gap up. This opened up 1800, stayed above 1800, and then you could draw a counter trend line like this, right? And it broke the trend line even before you have this trend line, right? Then it played on this resistance, this support level here. That's from here. We see that got another higher low and it went up. So you got like 6, 7 different confluences right there. And this is why whenever you have to see this setup here, this setup right here. If I could just take this here and show you this setup like this, that setup is perfect right here. That setup right there is perfect. That's an 80 to 85% setup I would take every day. I would not hesitate on that. I don't have to be on a call. I could be someplace else. If I see this setup here, and if I don't trade it that day, I see that setup, I'll say, damn, I missed that. That's a beautiful setup. That's 85% setup that you'll win the game. That's what you want. Those trades I do now, that's it. That's one setup right there. This right here. If you don't do anything else, if you catch this setup, because the market makers are giving this setup, this is a perfect setup. So that's setup number 1 that I always take. Like I was telling Waterman, whatever, the other guy, I take that setup every day of the week. If it gives that to me.
And you always look on the 15 minutes, on the 15 minutes
5,
for that setup.
15, it could be 5. This setup's going to be the same on a 5, and you're going to be seeing on a 1 because it's bullish. But I personally do 15 because I like to be able to give him some time. 5 and 1 is too fast. It's really too fast when doing now. 15 is good. I got 15 minutes to study some things, see what's going on. But you got 15, 5, and 3 and 1. It depends on which one you're doing. I like 15 because that's just me. So that's setup number 1. If it's above 1800 and all the other confluences are matching up, you stay bullish. That is every day, all day, every day. See, even this came late to the game, right? This came late to the game, but it got over. See, sometimes it stays above 1800 for like a couple of hours, right? You see over here, you see the little markers going up, right?
John, quick question. Can you, along with the confluences, can the indicator just be used instead of having the chart also? I noticed you have the chart and the indicator together. It looked like they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, but I just like to see multiple confluences. You don't need this chart, but I use it because I like to see if I'm seeing this, and this, game time. And then of course you'll see it on your MT4 too. I'm saying. Now see, this is dangerous here. See, this is dangerous. I'm telling you about. It's dangerous here because it's not 1800. It's ranging at 1800. So this is where you have to be careful. So this trade here is when you have to use more if you're going to use it. See, this is 9:30, July 6th, right? So look at how this is. It opened up 1800, but it's ranging in between. So it's not really above 1800. It's below. It's ranging. So when you take a look at July 7th, you have to use different confluences with that. If you're going to do that, this is why I have all these indicators, because these indicators help you determine what you're going to do. And then you have to look at the market the previous day to see. So this is July 7th, right? So if I come to July 7th at 9:30, what was the market like? Here, to that. All right, so that's July 7th at 9:30. July 7th, 9:30, right down there. So what do we have here? Well, it is bullish. It's above 1800, but it's kind of below a little bit. So you got some resistance, but you still see that it's bullish. So on this particular trade, you would have said, okay, well, let me wait 1 candle, 2 candle. Now I'm playing around a little bit. So let me see. You have to look at this chart here and see. So this trade, I would have waited for it to play out. See, it's consolidation. So this would have been a breakout. This would have been me breaking out here, right? And then I would have taken that trade to the top. So the ADD would have been a little bit confluence because it's above 1800. Long as it stays somewhere in 15, whatever else, along with this here. This is not an ideal setup. This is just another setup you can get if you know how to do it. Because you get this here that's hovering around 1800. As long as it's hovering around 1800, it's a possibility of being bullish. Then with the indicators, lower, higher, high, breakout, and the EMA cross, then I would have been happy to take this trade. Right, I would have waited until it retested this cross here and then got in. This big candle here, and this could have been a news candle. Depends, but this would have been a bullish day. I would have taken that trade too. Then I would have taken this trade and I would have drawn a trend line to the sky, right? Before even 9:30 happened, I would have had this. I would have had at least this information. Then when this big candle bounced off this trend line and these crossed, then you would have known you would have been in for a nice little trend. These from 10:15, 10:30, all the way to 3:30. See, so you don't have to jump into the trade automatically. You just, you know, go from there.
Okay.
So that's not a great scenario, but I take it based on what I have here. You see.
I have a question though. It's kind of not related, but how would you go back to check NAS for January? So for example, you're studying some things, back testing and so, how could you go back as far as January without scrolling or having to click to go back?
So Rachel, I can answer that for you. This is Mick. He'll be back in a moment. All right. So if you want to go back on your trading view and go back testing, down by the bottom, there's a calendar, and you click on that calendar, and then you can pick any date, depending on what time, hour you are, an hour, 30-minute, something like that. You can go back to them.
Okay. Are the calendar down on which side? The bottom right?
Yeah, it's in the bottom left, I think. I mean, it's kind of in the middle of the screen. It's by the other hours, like 1, 5, 2,
Okay.
3. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Click on the calendar.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't see a calendar.
So it'll be
I'm
it's
seeing
just like
it
a little
fine.
notepad with an arrow on it.
Oh, good, right,
So
great.
click on it, and it says custom range, and then you
Yes.
click on the little pad, and then you change the
Oh,
date,
yeah.
and then you can go back in anytime. And if you go hit the little arrow on the thing, you can see how far back you can just push the arrow and push it back to 2020.
Okay, nice. I got it. Thank you
That's the best way to
so
do it.
much. Yes, thanks.
You're welcome anytime.
Hey, John, question for you, man.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So, yeah, we can hear you now. We can see your screen. When you said you took on the NAS and swung it overnight, for the folks on the call, do you want to share what was your analysis to decide to swing NAS overnight on a short?
Getting this over here. Let's see.
Just right click on your mouse in the screen. Reset chart.
Oh yeah.
This first one. Right click on it again. There. Oh yeah, you could just stretch it. It brings you back to the right to the beginning.
It was in here. Oh, I got in that. Let's see. Have a look at the chart, but it was somewhere up in here somewhere. August 8th. Somewhere up in here. I think it might have been in here. I think it was in the night. Somewhere in here somewhere. I had to look to see where I got in at. Let's see. I can tell you. Let's see, where is the here it is here. So it was 8/8/22/18. 22/18 on my thing, 22/18. Let's see what that is. What's that? 22/18/22. It's going to be 3 p.m. I think. Let's say 2200 on the broker time frame is 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock yesterday on the 8th, I got in this trade 3 o'clock p.m. So it was like right about that's 3. Hold on, what's it? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock p.m. 3 o'clock p.m. is around here somewhere. See, I've been here somewhere. See that? 3 p.m. yesterday, I got this trade. Right around, let me just put the marker down. It's really at 22/18. It's 3/18. So right about in that's what's 1. That's 2:30. 3 somewhere up in here somewhere. I think. Cause I was in some drawdown a little bit. Somewhere up in here somewhere. That's 6:15. Hold on. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3:15. Somewhere up in here. 15 in here someplace. I think. That. Let's see. Was I looking at a higher time frame? Let's see. Yeah, it was some. I think I remember we were looking at the 30-minute time frame, but it was somewhere in here. 3 o'clock. So this was like this is what's so beautiful about the indicators, man. And this was not really on the ADD level. Just something I saw around. This was this high printed around 11 o'clock. So on August 8th, which is yesterday, 11 o'clock, the high printed, and then you had all this volatility to the downside. So I got in somewhere around here, somewhere 3 o'clock, somewhere up in here. I got in here somewhere. But I knew that I knew that this was a major downtrend to the downside based on some of the indicators I saw. I had there's 2 indicators here. The 99 went down. It hit this major FEG up here. It had a high up here. You had sell signals popping all over the place. So this truly was a downtrend. So I saw it as a downtrend, and I saw it as, okay, you know what? You can still get this trade. You can still get this trade because it's still going down. You had all these different FEGs. This one here was printing a 4 hour. This one's printing on a 4 hour. It was still inside this little what they call this little zone here, this little channel. So there was a lot of things telling me that this is you're gonna be able to hold this. So I just monitored it and moved my stop loss into to profit or whatever else, and I saw it still going down. So this little trend line that I had here, like I call a gold trend line, but you can see that the trend line could go all the way down here. And it's truly a downtrend. It was a downtrend all the way down. So I just kept monitoring it during the night. So I saw, okay, in London it kept going down, kept going down. So I just kept moving my stop loss into profit. And then, like I said, it went all the way down to where it got exhausted somewhere. Let me see what my numbers were. You can see that, like a man said, you just trade what you see, not what you feel. So what I did here was, what was it, 13? So 13, the first value was 13,194. So what was it? This was 13. This was 13,119.34. That's where I got in at right there. Boom. Right. And it went down to 1298. So somewhere down here somewhere, right? 1298. 12.9. Let's see. 12.998.6. So you can see where I exited the trade because it was hitting resistance up there. See? So I got out. So I got in here. This was that. This would have been from here to here, right? been, I think it was, I want to say, I think it's 112 pips or 1,000 pips. I think that's 112, 21 pips, but I have to check my math on that. But you see, I could have got in here. I could have got it up here. So I just got a piece of this trade. Imagine if I was taking it up here and got it. That's how I got in that trade. I looked at it from that point and I saw that this was, and these indicators here, I know people don't like to pay for indicators, but these indicators I use every day. ADD not so much here because it's after 3 o'clock, so the market's dying, but you can clearly see that I got a higher high here, self signal. These push down. I got one big FEG right here, 1, 2, 3. Probably goes from 4 lower lows, and then you're still in this channel here. Everything's going down. The trend line's still going down. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me to take this trade. And then it could have went the other way, but I would have been the profit. So if I started here, my stop loss would have been to appear someplace. If I got in here, stop loss is probably going to be at least 50 to 100 pips or points. So that's 21. At least I go 50, 60, depending on what the trade is doing. So my stop loss is up here, right? Boom. So then once the trade goes into profit, I just move it up. So I trail it until, you close it out. But like I was saying earlier, that to me, this was a no-brainer trade. I wish I would have got up here, but I wasn't looking at it at that point because this was a sell. So does that make sense?
Yeah, so you started from the 4-hour, looked at it on the 30, 15, and then just monitored from there.
Yeah, but on the 30 here,
Yeah.
you should get these 4-hour gaps from the indicator. So
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I'm not gonna say that everyone has to go out and buy the indicator tomorrow or whatever else. But for me, it works because people say, well, how we do this? It handles everything that I needed to handle. FEGs, order blocks, and to me, it's clear as day. Once I saw them signals print up there, and it just had bearish momentum. It was screaming bearish momentum all day. So, once I saw that, then to me, it was an easy trade to take.
These indicators paid for themselves. I mean, if you look at all the
Sure
other free
do.
ones for FEGs, order blocks, super trend, everything you want to think of, everything that's free out there is non-equivalent to what Dynapro has. And there are some that are way more expensive anyways. By the way, we don't work for Dynapro, so
No.
for the record.
But these indicators, man, they work. So they might not work for somebody else, and you may get other ones that work. That's other FEGs, and that's fine. It's just everyone has their own trading style. But for me, this is how I trade. So as long as this doesn't break, this is how I'm going to trade. And as long as this doesn't break, I'm going to take this mentality over to the Qs, and I'm going to start doing options because now I understand how it works. To me, the ADD works well with all this, and it's not taken away from this guy or this guy. It just basically, I like to be able to go in the kitchen and have a multitude of things I can cook. Don't tell me I can't use pepper. Don't tell me I can't use salt. Don't tell me I can't use paprika. Don't tell me I can't use, X, Y, and Z. I like to be able to do things. I like to try things out. I want to see how good things are. I'll sign up for a service and pay a couple of months, and then use their service to see if it's any good or not. And if the service doesn't match up with this, then the service sucks. That's just how it is. I mean, it's not to be mean with that. I've got self signals. I've been in groups of signal callers, and self signal callers are on point. Their signals match up with this because they're calling all these trades. And if it don't match up with this, then they suck. That's just the bottom line. Either you good or you bad. It ain't no in between. Either you're a good signal caller or bad signal caller. And if you're a good signal caller, how are you doing that? Well, you look at the same chart I'm looking at. So if somebody calls sell on Nas, duh. They're like, oh, they're not that great. Some people do this, but I don't call signals. I hate calling signals because this is better. It's showing you the signal. It's showing you why. That's the problem with some of them other IMLs and those things. They had all those things. Oh well, you got the what was the thing they had where you get a cell signal to your phone. You got no idea you're taking a cell or not. You could be outside for dinner and you get a cell on UCAD and you just jump in a cell. You have no idea what the chart's doing. You don't know what's going on. That's why I'm saying you gotta have if you have a signal, then let's look at the chart and see if it's legit. Because there's one dude running around here on I can show you this dude right now. I'm actually about to join him. This guy
While
right
you're
here.
looking, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The NAS index itself, could you sell it at 4 in the morning?
Yes.
24/7. Okay.
You mean for trading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just 24/7. Except for weekends.
So here's one thing of options. Like if the trade is going against you, let's say you decide to swing overnight and you buy the QQQ options that are the cousin of the NAS. Let's say you pick up a trade at 3. If the trade's going against you at 5, let's say, or 6 in the morning, you can't sell. You can't do anything till market opens at 9:30.
That sucks.
It's 9:30 to 4:15.
Yeah, that sucks.
For the Qs, and you're tied.
Yeah,
And
that sucks.
you gotta pay premiums and decay and stuff like that, depending on the days.
Yeah, you're going to
It's
be
like-
fighting the Greeks. Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
No.
You're on
So
you're already fighting against so many things. Why would you choose to fight against Greeks? And when you're buying options, you are the borrower. When you're selling options, you're the bank. You just have to think about weigh your pros and cons. And I'm coming from an options world. I don't know if that's the greatest thing to do.
If I were you, I'm not saying don't trade options. That's not what I'm telling you. What we're basically saying, if trading the index directly works, stick to that and just increase your lots. Because you can kill it right away and you won't have, let's call it contract penalties, right? To call the Greeks something else, just for the sake of the conversation, because I don't know who knows what the Greeks are on the call. You got contract penalties and you pay for that in certain ways within your price. So you might as well just increase your lot size, go to 10 lots, 20 lots, and you'll be making 150, 200. You remember I showed you those print screens of one of my mentors.
Yeah, do it right. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you could do that with the NAS index directly, just increase your lots.
Yeah.
And you won't have to stress about it. Like if at 4 in the morning, it's not going your way, you could just kill it. You can't wait till 9:30,
Right. Yeah.
Just
Well,
kind of a thought.
Yeah, that's why I like.
I had 2 questions for you.
Yes, sir.
But go ahead. You were getting ready to say something, and I'll ask you questions afterwards.
I was going to jump in with the other young lady that said about the options. Like you said, I wouldn't trade. I mean, you could trade. That's the reason why I like trading NAS and the Forex world, because you can hold on to trade overnight. But that's actually saying because you're behind the scenes. So, not 9:30, you got to open up that bill and you're trapped in that market because it's overnight. So I guess that part would suck. But I guess the next thing I'm gonna do is try to, because I've been slowly increasing my lot sizes on NAS. I was doing 0.50 or doing 1. This was 2. The next major move I select this, I'm gonna put 3 lots on it, and I'm gonna see how it works.
I would just stick to that recipe. Honestly, options are great and you can make a lot of money, but I think it was Debbie earlier, you can skin the cat in multiple ways. If you're making tons of dough trading the index directly, don't switch to options. You're going to see too many hiccups with the options world. And the Qs are tricky, not only because you can only try 9:30 to 4, let's say it's 4:15, but you got daily contracts, you got weekly contracts, you got bi-weekly contracts, monthly contracts. You pay extra fees for all that crap. So I would just stick to this and increase your lots, man. Before we know it, in 6 months, we'll be talking. You'll be doing 150 lots and you'll be making, you'll be buying a boat every day if you want.
Yeah, I mean, you're like you were saying, he put his mustache on what I was saying. But anyway, so you have to think about this too. Your money is going to be tied up. in when you're doing options contracts. So you can't have access to that money again into the new trading day. If you decide to get out of that trade, that money is not available to you right away again, unless you're in a margin account. So that's my risk reward. If I'm putting up this much money, I want to do in the leverage. You're taking so much advantage of the leverage over here. One of my mentors, she had been trading for almost 22 years, options, killing it. She trades, killing it. And when she found September of last year, she switched over to Forex. She hasn't looked back since, and she was already a multimillionaire. She's doing that with, I mean, so much ease, and she is not looking back.
Oh, the Forex world.
Yes.
I got you. Yeah, I had been looking at that, seeing what's going on, but I mean, I like this NAS thing going. I mean, I have a good thing going with NAS. I look to entertain because I always like to learn new stuff, but I heard you saying.
Oh, we'll show you. We'll teach you. We'll be more than happy to. We just be ready for the downfalls of things. I don't know in the States, like in Canada, I can't leverage options. So if I throw, I don't know, let's say I throw 10 grand at it, I can't do 5 times. You know what I mean? 5 times leverage or 3 times leverage like you would do the index or the Forex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming in the States options, you can't leverage that as well.
That's
my
correct.
Understanding. So you're limited to Lucretia's point as well, as you're limited, your money's tied.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I think that this NAS thing is good. You know, he was looking for good moves, but I know a dude that I think I might have told you his name is Jay Wayne. This guy trades GJ and GU from 3 to 4 only, and he goes for 15 pips. And what he does is he just trades. He slaps like 20 lots on it, 50 or 100, and it's like damn. And he'll be in profit $70,000. He'll be in a hole maybe 15,000, you know, because it's, you know, you got leverage fee, whatever else. But then after the trade's over, he gets to go for 10, 15 pips, and he's doing 20, 50 lot sizes. And like, this dude is just killing it, man. Because he trades, you know, for the setups. So I can see that.
Yeah, I actually follow Jay Wayne. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've been following him for about a year now. He kills it, you know.
Yeah.
The 2 questions I had for you were, you might have said it earlier. When you're taking a sell with that ADD, what level are we looking to be under? Is it, I know it's 1,800 for the buy, but what about the sell?
If he gets to 1,800 and then floats around 1,800, then because if it's a top, I have to go above 1,800. If it's 1,800, if it's playing around, then I have to look to see what the chart's doing.
Mhm.
Because I've seen buys are more prevalent than the sells, unless you've got resistance on the chart. For me to take a sell, I have to see the price action at major resistance levels on the regular price action chart, and then once I see the ADD under 1,800, once the ADD starts falling down under 1,800, then it should line up with the chart based on what I see there.
Okay, under 1,800. Okay, and my second question for you, I know it was just Saturday, and I think Dr. P was showing you his Rinko NAS setup. Have you had time to back test that with your setup? And have you seen any, if you have you seen any more accuracy? I mean, did it kind of, you know, confirm your confirmations with ADD, or have you had time to check it out yet?
I did everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you said is doing.
Okay.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Gotcha.
This is what this is, this little wrinkle thing here, but when you put it in wrinkle form like this, see, so you can kind of see it in real time. See, but I was just using the price action part to get a little more clarity, but you can use the wrinkle part. It works perfectly, man. Along with the where symbols are. See, that's a sell I was telling you about right here, the one I got into right here. Clearly see that I got him at 3 o'clock, right? This is clearly had the white arrow there. Sell signal came here, had the green there, the green brick there, 2 higher highs. This is a double top. Had the brick right there, had the FVG right there, and it created all these little FVGs down the list. So to your question, yes, because I said that you could use the wrinkle, the NAS, I'm sorry, the wrinkle, ADD, and price action. And I'm looking to get another indicator to really flip it. I belong to all these groups, man. The knowledge is overwhelming. It's like the dam breaks, all the water comes up. I like knowledge, man. Knowledge is the key. That's how you learn, man, you know? So to answer your question, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, please, I gotta have one fight with the girls. So, well, this concludes how many days we've traded now since August 1st. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7th day. Probably was the 6th day because I think we officially started on the 9th or no, second somewhere up in there, I think. Can't remember what it is. So does anybody have any questions on this ADD? I think this might have been like the 5th time I explained it. Maybe, I don't know. I have to keep track.
Yeah, appreciate you explaining it tonight, and you know, very clear. And I'm put it up, back test it, and give it a go.
It's not very hard, but you know. So what do you have your envelope? And that's where I set. Oh, here. This is inputs for here. Bandwidth 4. Actually, I can bring it over here. Where's my other thing here? I got a thing here. I see. Here it is here. Let me how do I close it? Close it. And then go to the closed. Here we go. And restore. Here we go. So this is that's what I have set it as when I do it. That says you have to go into here. That's for NAS. Let's see. Yeah. So when you do, you can come in here and do this traditional and keep it like that and make it 87.5. But then you got to play with these settings. So I try different settings to try and see what happens. See, this is 85. 87.5. So I do that from there. You can see that this was the move. Was it July? August? See, is this 30-minute time frame? Let's see. So you got to play with the settings. You know, you got to get them the way you want to get them. So if you can just play with them the way you want to get them, then you know you're gonna go from there. Get a 30-minute time frame. So, oh, you could do 112.50. Change up a little bit. So, but I kept it on regular price, and I've just been playing around with the settings to see how they look. But they all line up pretty well. I've found that this setup here really works well. If I use the wrinkles with the candle patterns and the ADD and the you don't really need the ADD chart because it's really the same thing. But on the ADD, I can put the indicators on here too. See, that's what's so nice about it. I can put my little indicators on here so you can see. See, I got my little low, so that's cool. That's why I use that so I can see, and that just lets me know what's going on. I like to see the whole picture. I see the whole picture here. I knew this was a buy because it was in the basement and it went up. So July 14th. So that's how I use it. This was one of the ones I sell because it tapped at the 1800 and fell down. But I'm sure price action would have told me that. So you got to use all the components. If all the components are lining up, the sell's eminent. So, anybody else? Well, that may conclude this chapter. Anybody got anything else? So hopefully, you were able to follow some points here and see what's going on. There's a nice little setup here, right? See, it never cleared that basket, right? So anyway, I'll have to, this is a 3-hour video, man. I don't even know people go through these videos. Does anybody go through these videos? That's a lot of information, man.
Hey there, I'm back. I'm so sorry I had to leave for a minute.
Oh, you good?
I
Does
will go
anybody-
through the last end of this video though.
Oh,
Nice.
Now I go back through your videos, John. I do.
a lot of information, man.
I do. But I do a lot of
information.
typing, a lot of notes. I keep, immaculate notes. So I have a whole
Nice.
book on you already. So
That could be scary.
well, it is with me. Yeah, I mean that's just me. That's how I roll, and that's how I can put everything. If I ever have a question about anything, I go back to my notes.
Yeah,
Read
well, for
through it.
me, for me personally, this is a 80% system, and I'm not going to be trading anything else besides this until it breaks. So
Well, I looked at that. I looked at the Dino Pro, which I'm gonna pick up this week, and I think it's like the Ferrari, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've been in the game for a year and a half, and I've done well, off and on, and I go, up and down all the time. But I can see where this and what you're doing, could take me to the next level and levels beyond so easily. So because I use price action. That's what I trade. I trade price action. And just like everyone else does, but that's what I do. So it just works well with my system, so my trading style.
But you realize the ADD and his Renkos, all that part, you get in Trading View for free. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I have all that. I have all as ADD. What happens is what I like about the Pro, the Dyna Pro, is that I spent an enormous amount of time putting in my the order blocks and FMGs, and if it can paint it for myself, then I can actually focus on what I'm reading versus putting on all those in. Not that I can't do them, but sometimes like in New York, I don't. So I need to be able to get an alert, look at my phone, look at the chart really quick, and make the decision and move on. Not sit there and draw, 5, order blocks because it has moved in an hour or two.
Have you looked on Trading View? There's a FVG indicator too.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
Yeah,
baby.
so everything that
What,
he
what
has here
indicator is
free.
it?
It's
Anything
called
you can think
it's
of.
called FVG.
Yeah, anything you
FVG?
can think of is free and
Frank
Trading View.
Victor Girl. FVG.
yeah,
Okay, good, thanks.
Sure.
All of these things are free and Trading View. It's just like you said, with any service, it's all about a service, right? It's about convenience. So if you are the type of person who wants to pay for convenience, then that's what you do. If you are the type of person that goes out there and have time to do it for yourself, then you do it for yourself. I think it's,
Right.
it just depends on what you want to do, and there's no wrong or right way, but all of this stuff is available. Anything you can think of, if you
Even
type it
order
into the
blocks.
indicator search,
Yep.
it will come up. Anything you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
There's a lot of indicators, of course there is.
That's true.
A lot. Very true.
I like to test stuff. Because once I test stuff and find something that works for me, then I like to use it. So, but again, there's an order block finder. Debbie told me about another FEG thing. So there's a lot of things. You just got to research it, find it. But you know, I have a few other indicators I'm gonna probably put on this chart because now I got the massive chart.
So I have a friend in California. He trades, but he's like probably, I think he likes to geek out on indicators more than he likes to trade personally. But I just think that's his thing. But he'll like send me some, and I've looked at him, like the spider. I don't know if anybody's seen that. It's very, I'm sure it works, but you know, it draws a circle and it gives you a line and it tells you where price is going way in advance of where it is, and it hits, you know, 70-80% of the time. But you know, I mean, I have, you know, several other ones out there like that. He sends me the stuff and I look at it. I always like to have more information.
There's crazy things out there. You could get so many different things.
Exactly. I like what you're doing, John. You know, and I really like this group. I like this group, and I like, you know, Steve. I like Sean's group over there. You know, everybody in this, everybody. So I think we all came from, you know,
just good
came from the same place. So
I appreciate it.
And all the new people on here, man. If you can't soak this up from all these traders that like John's 3.5, I'm 1.5. Debbie's, I don't know, what, 2.5 years?
No, I'm almost 3.
Almost 3. Okay, 3 years. There you go. See, so you know, it's just amazing. And Bobby's 2 years. You know, so it just takes time. And that's why I figured I know it's not a get rich quick thing. It just you have to see so much. That's the whole thing. It's just learning and seeing. And you have to see it with your own eyes. There's no way to train that for that. So.
If like IML and Tradera and Epic would have been showing me this, imagine how far ahead of the game would have been.
Oh, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Well, if I, you know, even if we had learned order blocks and F and Gs, it might have increased my, you know, turn time really quick. But
well, you know, Elise was teaching that.
Yeah, that's the problem with all this is just all the different pieces to the puzzle. You learn all these individual pieces to see how they fit and how they work to make the puzzle complete.
Yeah,
I mean, I saw Elise a couple times before she left Epic. So, and then I had no contact after that. So that's unfortunate, you know, but I just, you know, it is just what happens. I understand.
I still follow her.
I follow her on Facebook, but I haven't really been in any of her. I've been on her stock calls, but I haven't been on her Forex calls. I really have a lot of respect for her. So.
Yeah. ICT actually shouted her out a couple of weeks ago in one of his videos.
I did hear that when I was watching those videos.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very cool.
He didn't say her name, but we knew who it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did ICT shout out?
Elise.
Oh, really? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I remember Elise from. I remember Elise from Epic. She was killing it, man.
Oh, that lady is trading $1 million hedge fund accounts. And she's
I go to her Instagram page every now and then just to check in on her, and she's having a blast.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's a beast trader. She's amazing.
Yeah, I remember her. I think I follow her on Instagram.
I know Sean mentioned that he was going to bring her on soon to do a Zoom. That should be pretty good when she comes on.
You know, I was a part of Manifest after Epic, but I didn't really. I stayed with them maybe half a year, but they never took me out of their Telegrams. So for like a year and a half, right up until about a month ago, Elise was there still, and she would do a class every night, every Wednesday evening and Friday evening, and I would get the link, so I would log in. So, and that was pretty cool. And there was only like 3 or 4 people logged in. So it was nice because it was also where you can unmute your mic and ask questions and talk. And so it was cool.
But we got that here now, and we're all going to succeed. So let's go.
Exactly.
Anybody else? Oh, if not, I'm going to, as always, I gotta run to other appointments, man.
Oh, you still got to go out?
Oh, hustle never stops. Hustle 24/7.
Dude.
If you think about New York City, New York City never sleeps. Remember, Nas said the sleep is the cousin of death. So everything's a hustle. Like somebody asked me, was I a full-time trader? I said, no, I'm a 55% trader. It's just another hustle. All these are hustles. All the hustles are to add up so you don't have to hustle anymore. That's all about. I'm a full-time hustler. That's what it is. It's hustles. Everybody's hustled in a way that you this Forex is, it's a street hustle. To me it is. That's what it is. Because you don't have to check with no boss. You gotta worry about no evaluation. You gotta worry about if you late for lunch, back for lunch. Don't matter if you
Can I take a day off?
You just do everything you do. It's just simple. You just set up you could trade in your pajamas, you can trade on the beach, you trade in your car, you trade at the hotel, you can trade any way you want. And you can go into the office whenever you want. Or you can take a week off. There's no rules. You don't have to worry about, you can drink beer while you're trading. You can drink some Jack and Coke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's no rules. You don't have to worry about your
Could I
boss.
ask something, please?
Sure.
Okay, I have a question. I don't know who's willing to assist me. I've been reading up on the different FVGs and different things, but I want to know if I make up a chart, who I can send it to, if I do a chart and mark out those different things. I just want to make sure that I am on the right path. So who could just check it back for me? Who do I send it to? Something like that.
So with the group that we're in, I'm sure somebody will, people in the community will probably look at it, I would think.
Okay, good. All right, great.
Anybody else? Go once, going twice.
Have a good night, everybody. John, have a good night. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, John.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good night. Take care.
All right.
Have a
Easy.
good one, guys.
All right, easy.
You also.
Good night, bye.